Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Palmetto Racing League presented to you by Palmetto Racing Network. This is our first official StreetStock Recruitment race for the Palmetto Racing League. Brand new series that they're looking to introduce on Wednesday nights. Every race night will be Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Once the season gets started, the practices will change from being 30 minutes long to 15. We're solely doing 30-minute practices for the purpose of recruitment races, give everybody a chance to get in, get settled. But should be an exciting race tonight at Phoenix. 75 laps, 30% fuel cap, 2 sets of tires on top of the ones that already come on with the car. So should make things a bit of a challenge, especially in the street stocks. We've seen the truck series running this already, and it definitely makes it a bit of a challenge with pit strategy and whatnot. So should be an exciting race to say the least. Right now we're just watching practice and kind of showing you some of the guys getting out here on the track and getting them a few laps in, getting the cars warmed up and cycling through each one of the drivers. Got quite a few of them out there at the moment. So again, as I said before, 75 laps at Phoenix, 30% fuel cap, 2 extra additional sets of tires. These cars are pushing about 350 horsepower, so this is they have the intentions of making this a rookie league. We'll have some folks out there with more experience as well mixed in, kind of help some of these new drivers kind of find their groove. And every track offers different challenges, and especially when you're adding in the fuel cap and only 2 sets of tires. I will say, running in the truck series, we've already had one practice race this week on Monday night, and I kind of fell short on Phoenix. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot about it. It's a little difficult. It seems, looking at the map, that it would be pretty straightforward. I mean, you can even see down there in the bottom right, the map looks. It doesn't do the actual track itself any justice. It's a difficult track, and definitely offers many different curveballs. So it's going to be interesting to see how these guys do tonight, and we're excited for them. I hope everybody has a good race. We've got live race control, so should be should be pretty smooth. I'm gonna quit my yapping here for a minute and take you around some views on the track, kind of let you see some of the different drivers we got participating tonight. It's also going to be an exciting factor because we're used to in the league, especially if you've kept up and watched the truck series, those guys are running against AI because we there's just not enough for a full grid. So it's everything tonight will be live humans. There will be no AI error or aggravation. So that's going to be another exciting thing to see. See, we got a car on the track backwards there. That was not supposed to happen. Sound like he smacked the wall. I'm sure we're gonna see a lot of that going on as the night progresses here. So, as you can see on the ticker there, we've got about 20 minutes roughly left to go before practice ends. Then we'll move into a 5-minute open qualifier, and then the 75 lap race. I will say during this broadcast, with me running the broadcast and also running race control, I may go quiet for a few minutes. If that happens, it's usually because I need to hop over onto the race control channel and let them guys on the track know that something needs to be corrected or whatever the case may be. I may need to address something. So if you hear the mic go quiet, that's most likely what I'm doing. I'm handling race control business as well. So, but I'm going to take a few minutes here and get the rest of my stuff set up and leave you guys to it for the remainder of practice. And we will rejoin back here with the 5-minute open qualifier. All right, I'm going to put us on a brief hold here for a second, and we will be right back. Got a few technical things we got to work out real quick. I apologize in advance. A little rusty at this. Been a while since I've had to do it. So we'll be right back here shortly. All right, and we are back. Sorry about that again. Had to make some adjustments real quick. Still got one on the screen. There we go. We are back to normal. Got some interesting looking paint schemes here. Give me 1 second. Had a couple of little bumps there, but everything looks to be going well. Got quite a few interesting paint schemes out there. Oh, had somebody else end up backwards on the track. Again, my apologies tonight. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I'm probably going to be a little bit rusty at this. I've got about 1,200 things going on in the background here I'm trying to keep up with, so y'all just cut me some slack this evening if you could. I'm going to do my best to bring you the most in the broadcast. Definitely digging that number 3 car there. It's pretty sharp. These guys are laying down some laps here. Bear with me one moment while I test out my mics and my comms to the drivers, make sure they've got me loud and clear.
What's going on, goat? What's up, champ? Turning left, man. Turning left. Getting ready for that Talladega race tonight. Yep.
For anybody that's new, if you're looking for some advice on the track, since you're driving on a bigger track, you got bigger banking, you really don't need to worry about your brakes. You're going to need to worry more about just making sure you're exiting through the corners and keeping it from getting too loose. The car will want to get a little upset with you if you get it too hard in the corners and off the rack. So best advice to give is always kind of take it easy through the entry, but get some speed back when you see some banking. That'll help straighten the
That's
car out.
Christian Shriver on the radio there, trying to coach one of our drivers on best strategy of handling the car on the track.
So how do you go fast? I'm kind of lost. I'm new here. You have to go. Whee!
A little bit of comedy there for you.
And try to do that about 75 laps, and you'll win the race.
Everybody's for real gonna be driving down pit road during the race.
Copy.
Read ya.
About 10 minutes left to go in this practice session, then we'll start the 5-minute open qualifier. So it is looking like our lineup tonight. Fastest lap so far looks like the number 1 car there of Zachary Audit, followed by the number 5 of Drew Halloran. He's running about 15-second gap between Zachary there. So got some good numbers on the board. Qualifying's really going to be the difference maker here. And I think everybody's just really trying to focus on control of the car on the track. Phoenix gets a little tricky, especially there in the turn just before the dog leg. The turns 1 and 2, they're not as bad. You can kind of ease off the throttle a bit and just ever so slightly turn the wheel, but and pretty much keep control of the car. But turns 1 and 2, you see there some of them kind of getting a little sideways. You're going to see that a lot during the race once tires start wearing around between laps 15 and 20. But it's manageable. It's not as bad as turns 1 and 2, or I apologize, turns 3 and 4 coming up to the dog leg there. You got to slow down a good bit just to be able to make the turn, or you'll slide far out and hit that wall. And it could wind up being a nasty night for you. One thing about the street stocks, because they are older and I would say a lot more durable than what you see with the truck series or Gen 6. Any of those guys, they can take a beating, but it doesn't necessarily mean you want to give it one like the Oreo car there. He definitely just French kissed the wall. We've got about 16 drivers, it looks like, in the lobby right now, so not necessarily a full grid, but full enough. Definitely much more of a grid than what we've seen in even the truck series with Palmetto Racing League here. We're hoping that in the very near future that winds up shaping some. We've got a familiar face out on the track currently, that of the 22 of Aaron Vogt. Looks like he's made it into the session. Always good to see him out and about in the VB racing car there, running that Panther. I don't know. I don't know about you guys. I like the feel of the Street Stock series. They got some mean looking cars, and we got a little loose there in the turn. Still clipped the wall. That is a sharp car, though. You see him sitting in pits there, briefly. Good thing about practice is there's not really any waiting around on repairs.
My bad, they wrecked. No, that's not there. Oh, did I see coming up to you there? I was watching that more than you.
So roughly about 6.5 minutes to go before open qualify begins. When we start to get this thing underway, open qualify is only going to last about 5 minutes, so it should be plenty enough time for each one of the drivers to get a good solid 3 to 5 laps in. To come up with some decent lap times. And then we'll go to grid. Let's see here. I do want to make a couple of changes, so if y'all would, please bear with me one more moment here. I am going to go to the be right back screen for a minute, but I will be back momentarily. Bear with me one moment.
Sorry, Ricky, got loose.
All right, and woof, we are back. Boy, we came right back right at the right time. Nice little smack into the pit entry there. I don't know if one of them was trying to make it in there. Um,
So is it like a heat race as far as the qualifying goes?
my apologies again, y'all. I have to also listen
Or do you just qualify
to
just kind of wherever you qualify at?
driver comms here. One moment.
There's a 5-minute window, and you qualify wherever you qualify.
Do want to take a minute to point out here, I wasn't sure if he was going to show up, so I didn't want to say anything until I knew for sure, but looks like we've got Tanner Tallarico back out on the track with us tonight. I extended the invite to him. For those of you that know who he is, there's no other explanation needed, but he's a professional local track race car driver in real life. He usually races out at Owasso and several others. He's been on NASCAR's Buzz for a little while. I've seen several articles about him on there. So pretty cool getting to have him out here back on the track with us. He ran with us back in July for our bash at Bristol. So he told me he was going to try to make it tonight, and looks like he did. So he's out here on the track. That's pretty cool. Very cool. Glad to see he made it again tonight. He actually took home the win at the bash at Bristol in July, and I do want to go ahead and apologize in advance. This is a recruitment race, so it is open to anybody, and with the comms channels being up here, it's showing on my end, and of course I can hear it because I'm running race control as well, but I'm not sure if you guys can hear the audio as well, but if you can, do want to apologize in advance, and if you do have any children watching over your shoulder, you may want to be mindful of that, because there's no telling with anybody being able to be in here and talking across the mic. We do have a rule in play, but these guys aren't league members yet, so there's no telling what's liable to come across the microphone. Just be mindful of that. You may not want to be listening to the audio wide open, especially if you got kids around. Just want to put that out there. That'll kind of calm down some once we actually start a season and have league races going. Won't have to worry about that as much, because these guys will have rules and stuff that they'll have to abide by, and if they don't, they'll receive penalties for it, possibly even a ejection from the league. So, but we don't per se have a way to handle that right now. With this being a recruitment race, anybody's welcome, and we'll try to keep it in check, but just fair warning. I will be having a driver's briefing with them here momentarily to kind of give them the rundown of how the race is going to go tonight. We will have a halfway stage caution at lap 37. It's about as close as we could get it for a halfway caution, with it being a 75 lap race. So we're getting ready to wrap up practice here in about 10 seconds, it looks like. So we will be moving to the open qualifying. And see what the leaderboard looks like on qualifying. There's the checkered flag. So we're going to be wrapping up this practice session. I don't know about y'all, but I am pretty excited for this thing tonight. I think it's going to be a good time. So you see now we are in the open qualifying stages. Some of the drivers are getting ready to take to the track again. There's the Oreo car there. Believe that is the number 1. 44 looks like number 9 leaving the pits. We got another familiar face in the chat there, Matthew Corley from the Palmetto Racing Leagues Truck Series. Looks like he was able to make it in. So that's pretty cool. If we have them available, we may have a few for post interviews after the race is over. Got to kind of take a minute here to see what our lobby looks like here. Doesn't look like anyone's in the
Clear my block, please. Nope. Nope.
Y'all bear with me one more moment. I'm going to have to go to a brief break here for a second. We'll be right back with you.
Sorry, Justin.
All right, we are back, y'all. I apologize for that. We've got some more technical difficulties going on. I'm not really trying to keep up with the driver's chatter and
Yeah, it's open dog leg.
see what's going on here. As I said, I got about 400 different things going on here.
I thought even with the open dog leg, you had to
We are about a minute away from getting started here. And so far for qualifying, looks like Tanner Tallarico has the fastest time out there with 30.98. That is a heck of a run. I know in the trucks, you're talking about 250 horsepower more than these cars. I think my practice session, my best lap with the trucks was 27.1. So for him to be about 250 horsepower shy, 30 seconds, almost 31 seconds. It's pretty good time. Oh, we got us a new follower, or a new like, excuse me. Auto Cruise, thank you for liking the stream. If you're liking what you see, there's going to be more races every Wednesday night from this Street Stock series here, so be sure to subscribe. Keep up with it. We've got the checkered now, so qualifying is about to end. I will be back briefly. I need to address these drivers real quick.
Tanner's motor tore down and inspected, please?
Yeah, you hear that? Trash talking's already beginning. That's awesome. Get these drivers addressed real quick so we can get this session kicked off.
I definitely feel like Tanner's cheating.
So it's being streamed live right now.
Leader fires on green on the first one and rest on leader, or since Tanner is clearly cheating, can he get an EOL? I protested his motor after qualifying, but tech said no. Well,
All right, so we have officially kicked this one off. Looks like it's going to be an exciting one. Some of them using the dog leg down there. This isn't this is the open track version with the dog leg enabled. So when they come around, I believe that's turns 3 and 4. They can drop down in that shoulder, like somebody made contact with the wall back there. They can drop down and use that shoulder below the yellow line. Some, depending on the configuration of the track, you see them doing it there. Sometimes it is allowed to drop down like that. So Some races that will not be allowed if we come back to Phoenix in the near future for recruitment races. We may do one where they're not allowed to use it. And we've got a caution out already. Let's see who that one was on.
Down on me.
Let's take you back on a replay here. The number 8 and, well, the number 8 and the number 8 come down into each other there. Oof.
Does leader get lane choice, or do I gotta start bottom? You just have to clear all black.
Actually, if you just do the leader on the outside and the other on the inside, wherever they want to go, and the rest just stay where they're at, it actually doesn't black flag you at all, unless all of a sudden the person passes the leader.
Yeah, that's how I do it in my league. Just the front row gets to choose, and then everyone else is whatever iRacing says.
All right, so we are 4 laps into this with already 1 caution.
So you have like a point system going on?
Right now, your current leader is Zachary Audit. As we look at the number 8 of Joseph Thibodeau there. Look at that sick paint scheme there on, what was that number? I'm not sure which number that was, but that was a pretty cool looking little paint scheme. I dig it. So it looks like we are 1 lap to green now. So next time around, pace car will be coming off the track. We'll be getting back into some racing action here. Let's take you up front of a couple of the drivers here. Let's start with Tanner Tallarico there. Gonna put you in the cockpit with him for a minute. Kind of let you see what he's seeing. It's right behind that Oreo car there. I do believe that is Zachary Ardit. Let you ride in the passenger seat for a minute there. Kind of keeping his distance. Still gaining on him a little bit though, trying to close that gap. Oof. Got another caution here. Let's go ahead and see where that came from. Looks like David Martin in the 45. Excuse me, the number 10. Oh, yeah. Oof. Ooh, a couple of them got wrapped up in that one. Eesh. But
There's nobody in the pits, so we get 2-3. Yeah, can you go to the green here?
Hold on.
yeah, 1 second. Let me address what's going on here.
So Tanner, what do you race in real life?
more fun anyway. It's a blast.
That's what people with no money say, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we race short tracks up here in Vermont too, so I know the feeling.
A little bit of comical
I race short track in Florida.
stuff going on there between the drivers. That's Tanner Tallarico and another driver there.
Yeah, we got some racers in here, Logan, but they're pretty slow too, so.
Well, let's check in with Aaron Vogt in the 22 there.
Is anybody going to the
See, he's in 10th position there. Let's take you up front with him as
24-hour trip?
we ride along and wait for this green.
I've been running there since they've been having their regular night racing sessions, like trucks, with the late models and all that. It's only a matter of time before they scan that. Oh yeah, for sure. Time of Jesse already had it scanned in a simulator.
Still got
14 up high, 14 outside.
That's why he's so dominant at the Freedom Factory. Like the big memorial race that's going on this Thanksgiving. 30,000 to win. He won it 2 years in a row.
Hey, that's my bad. It said stay behind you, but you were beside me, not in front.
couple of drivers there trying to get the formation right. And we are green again. As we ride along in the front with Aaron Vogt here. Switch over to the passenger seat view. Oh, a little smack to the wall there. Believe that was one of them guys there on the out. I think it was either the
I don't know if it's you or your internet connection, but someone that had one too many Budweisers there.
a little bit of smack talk going on. No telling what you're going to hear on these comms channels, guys. So, again, I apologize in advance. Try to keep it in line. It is pretty cool getting to hear the comms between the drivers, and when the league races actually start, a lot of that chatter will get cut out. Those guys will have to rely on Discord and meet in a group like we do, so that the airways are free. Comms channels are completely free for race control to be able to communicate messages or anything like that, call things out. Almost ended up with another caution there. Looks like the number 9 kind of tapped the wall a little bit. I don't know if he tapped it or he got pushed into it. Looked like it could have been a little bit of both. Moving it along here, we're on lap 13 of 75. Only 2 cautions so far, so that ain't too terrible. Could be a lot worse. There's no telling when you do recruitment races. You see a car back there disappearing in and out, and got some net code going on there. But no telling when you do an open recruitment race like this, what kind of folks you're going to end up with. Looks like tonight we may have gotten a bit lucky, because I don't see anybody doing anything intentionally crazy or getting carried away with it. So that's always a plus. Racing incidents happen, so I mean, at some point somebody's bound to bump somebody and spin them out. Things like that, you pretty much just have to, you got to bank on that happening at least once or twice, sometimes more during a race. Mainly because everybody races different. And when you race in a league and you kind of get used to running with the same people every weekend, you kind of develop their strategy and learn to, I don't know if using the term work around them would be the correct way to say it, but that's pretty much what it is there. You got the number 9 getting loose back there a couple of times. Looks like he was able to maintain and stay with it. The 22 of Aaron Vogt there. Looks like he's trying to close the gap on the number 3. So we've got that halfway stage caution at 37. We're about almost halfway there to the
A little higher. Get down a little bit.
stage.
My bad.
So it looks like our top 10 right now looks like Bray Holmes has taken the first place over Zachary Audit. It's about a 7-second gap. He's closing it pretty quickly. Might not stay that way for long. Pit strategy will play a big part in this race because of that 30% cap on fuel and only 2 sets of tires. Right about now, which we've kind of already been seeing, but right about now you'll start to notice that that tire wear I was talking about earlier. A lot of these cars are going to be getting a little more sideways than they normally would, especially in turns 3 and 4. So that tire wear is starting to show. And you see that one just drifted up the track there and smacked the wall. That was because of tire wear for sure. You're really starting to feel it here. Most of these guys, especially knowing there's going to be a halfway stage caution at 37, they're going to hold out on.
You can't force me into the pit. Oh, wait. Yell and flag you down.
Oof.
Yo, 45. That's like the 3rd time you have done that now, dude.
And I was passing on the inside, but you're forcing me into the pit. I'm trying to stay out of pit road.
Yeah, got a little bit of heated conversation going.
The whole entire time.
Punked you twice in the same spot where you forced me into pit road. You got to give me room right here. You can't force me into pit road right here.
My bad, Tanner. Yeah, you're good. Looking at my phone.
So that was apparently the incident.
I can tell you I didn't leave any marks there. Who's the 10 car?
Yeah, my bad, Zachary, about running you a little wide on entry.
Yeah, you did a couple times. If you're in that position, you kind of just got to tighten up the line, but it's fine.
So we got
And at the end of the race, I'll make you tighten up the line.
Yeah, I know we were tight, really tight on entry, and it just
kind of hear some of the conversation there. These guys are a couple of them are getting a little heated. I was trying to find the incident here that they were fussing about, but I don't see where. I don't think any contact was made, so it's not gonna show up on my end as far as that goes. So
Sorry, you got 08 on your car. I was looking for the 4.
not real sure what's going on there. Try to keep tabs on that and what's going on. I don't think any actual contact was made. I think they just got close to each other there, and one was trying to drop down close to pit entry to avoid contact. But as you can hear, things can get a little heated out there on the track. Tension's rising, and still got plenty of a race left to go, though. We're only on lap 21 of 75, so hopefully that kind of settles down some. Got
I
that.
didn't take tires. Tanner, you must have taken tires.
So it looks like Aaron Vogt has now moved up to that 3rd position. Bray Holmes is still holding that 1st position lead with Drew Holleran behind him there. Pit car is off, so we are getting ready to go green. We will see who see if Bray Holmes can continue to hold on to that lead there. We are approaching that stage caution, unless we have another caution just before that 37. Then obviously we won't take one. It'll be close enough that everybody should have pitted and taken what they needed. Oh, number 1 there got a little close to the 8.
They're anyway, just a lot of fun there. They're 95 minutes on the brakes right at the green flag, and I got busted. Yeah, we were coming into the restart zone, and I think somebody jabbed on the brakes outside of me, and it said I was passing before the line. Not yet. Still up there. Thank you. Yeah, we're good. Thanks, man.
Alright, y'all, sorry about that abrupt break. I had to sort something out real quick. Think we got everybody squared away.
Woo! Go Seth!
Hey, buddy.
About time you found the front.
And you hear this
Myself, we're gonna try not to.
smack talk continues. Love it. So we are 1/3 of the way through the race, 25 laps down now. Check my comms channel real quick. 1 second. I'm still gonna leave y'all up. Just don't pay no mind. I'm having some technical difficulty.
Black, I can help.
So we're 1 lap to green here, fixing to get us back going. And see how things play out. Aaron Vogt in that 22 is now up in first place. That's not a position that he is a stranger to in the truck series. He has, I believe he's won 2 already, or I think it has been 2. So not shocked there.
Okay, Zach. Okay.
Another disaster on the track.
I need a black clear.
1 second.
Real nice, Zach.
That was not my fault. It was whoever was on the bottom. No, sir. If you want to make me an admin, I can help.
Anytime you want, go ahead. Tell me, let you buy.
Is pits open?
Zach, go ahead. Zachary, go ahead. Pass.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Thank you, sir. Admin, can you go back and look at that and kind of see if I was at fault? I thought I was already there.
Pace car is in turn 1, past the dog leg. We're going into turn 2 now to the straight. Start braking when you get to turn 1. Zach, you're a real winner, man. You can not give me 8. Give me like 8 minutes in repairs.
I didn't hear what you just said. What'd you say?
Give me 8 minutes in repairs.
You should have a quick repair, but I mean, now you can go back and look at it. I was already there, and whoever was on the bottom just didn't go where he should have.
Apologies again, guys. Like I said, I'm handling between jumping from this broadcast to trying to handle this race control. I'm having some software issues tonight, apparently, also. So things aren't working out exactly like they should be.
Hey, I'm gonna need a black flag here.
Copy.
The yellow flag is out.
Ch-
44 car must want to be in the front.
Good ass jump.
No.
Y'all bear with me. We're having a bunch of technical difficulties. I apologize again. I lost the stream briefly, so give me 1 second and I'll have it right back up.
Yeah, me too. Appreciate it.
I mean, too far in for on Josh.
Green flag, green flag.
I still need a black clamp.
The yellow flag is out.
Pace car is off the dog leg. Enter, heading for turn 1. Start braking off turn number 4 to the dog leg. Josh, is that stage?
Coming around for the wave around right side.
My bad, 19.
I think I got a black if you want to clear it.
He was speeding.
Passing on your right side one.
All right, y'all, I'm back. I apologize again. Wouldn't have progress without technical difficulties, right?
Coming on now, side one.
Getting things figured out here. That caution came out at the lap 36, so pretty sure that was our. I'm checking it now. Looks so yeah, that was definitely
Hey, Tanner, be careful of the 10 cars missing a nose.
definitely the stage caution there. So I think good news is I don't believe we will have any more issues with technical difficulties, knock on wood. I think we have gotten everything sorted out here. So just trying to get some drivers around. Had a couple of wave arounds. And believe
The black, the 45 don't get up here.
looks like he's missing the whole front end there.
Green, green, green.
And we are back green. We're at the halfway point of this race. 36 laps to go.
clear.
Adrian, you need to take the 53.
The yellow flag is out.
Sorry, 54.
Well, I mean, it's hard to race when you're up high, down low, up high.
Dude, you just intentionally wrecked me 4 times and you're a lap down.
I am not a lap down. I am racing for a position.
Sorry, my bad, but that doesn't give you a right to intentionally wreck someone twice.
Well, I mean, I'm just racing how you're racing, but you know.
Passing on outside Lucky Dog.
All right, I'm back,
Quick question
guys.
for you. What app do you use to race direct and not be in the race? Nice, thanks.
You like those little switches on the top right? The sequencer and stuff up there, like all the gap and all that, will change what you see on the screen.
Ready to roll the outside there, Tanner?
Yeah, we're trying. I haven't had much luck yet.
So seems like everybody's catching difficulty with this track a little bit. A lot of different things going on.
Boys, let's have fun.
Yeah, that's 100% correct. I'm with that guy all the way. It gets a little tense out there on the track at times, but the main point of this is to have fun and try to gauge everyone's interest in the sport. And sometimes things get a little hectic. You got to kind of remind them to simmer it down and try to keep it as clean as possible. Last thing you want is everybody at each other's throats and causing a bunch of chaos. Definitely don't want that. We got a driver missing a shift there. That's happened, I think, to all of us quite a bit. I know I have. I've actually, what was that? I think it was Talladega. Definitely missed a shift and went from, was trying to go into fourth and went into second and blew my motor. RPMs were revved way too high, and we had another caution. Give me a minute. Let me review that.
Okay, Mike.
Pace car is off the turn 2, boys. Pace car is off the turn 2.
Black, clear one, please.
10-4, you cleared? That get you squared away?
No, it's still flat. There you go. Thank you.
No problem.
Come on, boys. I'm 19 live.
Race control. That was on the 3, right?
Stand by reviewing now. That's affirmative. All right, trying to get everything back in order here. So I might have spoken too soon on the cautions earlier. We went from having 2 cautions to let's check in with. Oof. Definitely had quite a bit of cautions. Excuse me.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, got one eating the wall there.
They roll on them.
26 laps remaining.
Hey, I might need a black clear. I've had to cut in the pits to avoid a wreck.
Copy. Yeah, I apologize again, guys. I'm having to do things the old school way, so you're seeing things that you shouldn't have to see.
Still there.
Software's not working like it's supposed to
Hey,
tonight.
Josh, can you clear the black flag for 10, please?
Copy. Well, one got a little sideways there. Hoping that we can kind of focus on the race action here now and maybe not have as many incidents. It seems that we've got quite a few that wound up getting out. May have been from incident points, too many incident points. It's following similar format to the truck series, so the first 20 incidents you end up with a penalty flag. I believe it's a either a stop and go or a 26-second hold, and then at 25 you just get disqualified. Kind of a change from what we had in season 1. Season 1 we were doing a penalty at 10 incident points, which really I do kind of like the 20 incident point variation better, just because it's really easy to end up with 10 quick. So it's looking like Bray Holmes is taking that first place spot now. Tanner Tallarico is making his way on up there. I would not be surprised if he took this one home, just from what I've seen at Bash at Bristol. Like he's got a really good feel for his car. So we've got another caution here. Let's review and see what we got. Looks like it was between Zachary Audit. Oh, one definitely got loose there. Let's look at that one more time. Got loose into the 27. Oh no, sorry, the 8. 8 seemed like he saved it, possibly. Let's see here. Look at that view again. The 8 goes on. Does he save it? Oh, a little bit of contact with the 54 there, but he does in fact save it. We'll take you back to live real quick. And see what's going on. Looks like
Dang, I didn't know the pit limit, speed limit was like 100 miles an hour. That's crazy. Lucky dog outside.
so we got a couple of them making up some laps here. Couple of guys were down to laps, so they're going to get their waiver rounds, or lucky dogs, if you will, and should get them back on the lead lap. They'll be starting at the back. Looks like there were several of them though, so not sure how iRacing itself is going to order them in that, but looks like Tanner is now up in that first place position. Like I said before, we've got 19 laps to go. By the time this this caution is done, be even less than that, probably be down to 16. So it's going to be interesting. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he took home the win here tonight. He's always a pretty fun one to watch out on the track. So we're already back to 1 lap to green. Got a couple of guys coming out the pits here. They're going to have to catch up to the back of the pack before this thing goes green again.
Have enough fuel to make it to the end.
Yes, sir.
How? I actually felt it. I filled up twice.
So
45. My team black cleared. I'm waiting on the status pass. I don't know who's going to catch the wheel.
sorry, y'all. I'm just checking the status on things, making sure these guys are good and ready to roll. We are going to switch focus here a little bit and focus up toward the front, since we are winding down to 17 to go. I was a little off on that restart count. And focus up toward the front of the pack to see who winds up taking this one home. So Gregory Thielson there's got about a second gap between him and Tanner. Looks like he's trying to close it in. It's fluctuating from 1 second to 0.6, so He's trying. Just don't know if he's gonna have enough to keep it up there with that one car. His car looks like he hasn't had a scratch on it all night. I do believe he's used his fast repair at least once, so or he just hasn't been involved in any incidents. Thought he got caught up in that one earlier on, but I could be wrong about that. He's keeping control of it pretty well, especially in those turns there. Somebody tapped the wall a little bit back there. Let's kind of switch around a little bit. Check out some of these other guys. I've had some of them fall out from the race, probably from, like I said earlier, incident points. Could even be from damages in some of these wrecks that we've had. I've had several. I believe the last time I checked the counter here, we've had a total incident point of overall cars is at 270 incidents right now. Or incident points, I should say. So, got a couple of them getting a little loose out there. Staying steady so far, 13 laps to go. Oh, like Aaron Vogt in the 22 kind of getting a little loose back there. Seen the little bit of, got him fishtailing a little bit back there. He's still holding it together though. He's moved up to 9th place from 11th. Christian Shriver is in 4th. Gregory Thilson in 3rd. Bray Holmes in 2nd, right behind Tanner Tallarico. Got us a new like. Thank you, Sherry Vogt. We appreciate it. See Aaron Vogt trying to squeeze his way on the inside there. Think he's done, fell back to 11th again. 11 laps to go. Got Zachary Audit there in the number 1 Oreo car. A little bit of contact. Looks like some bumping and rubbing going on between him and the 27. His last little bit of laps here. This is where you're going to probably see the most. Ooh, a little bit of a corner tap there. We've got 10 laps to go. These guys are really going to start getting aggressive in these last 10 laps, jockeying for position, trying to move up there. See Aaron jumping in behind that number 8, trying to gain some position on him there. Let's check back in with the front of the pack and see how our leader's doing. A couple of them grouped together. Tanner's still got a nice gap there. Bray Holmes is in 2nd now. Running about just over a second of a gap between him and Tanner Tallarico. Just 9 laps to go in this one now. This could be it for this race, unless we have another caution and things kind of get awry. It definitely looks like Tanner may have already sealed this one. Hard to tell. Bray Holmes, can't count him out though. He's closing that gap down less than a second gap between him and Tanner, and he's steady shaving some time off there. Kind of lost a little bit in that turn, but I don't know. I don't think it'd be right to count him out of this. He's steady closing the gap there. He's got 8 laps, so we'll see what happens. 7 laps to go now. Got the number 10 car there. I do believe he's getting ready to get lapped. Tanner's closing the gap on him. And you hear some of that humor on the track again there. Asking for somebody to throw something out of the window, needing a caution. 10 got awfully close to Tanner there. kept it and still rolling. Bray Holmes is now closing that gap in even more. Just under a second behind Tanner Tallarico. He is steady fighting to move in. 6 laps to go now remaining. And we got a yellow just before the end of the race. Let's take that back and see. Looks like it was between Joseph Thibodeau and maybe Mike Heminger. Let's take a look there. Oh, kind of. Oh, lost it a little bit there. Got wrapped up between the 1 and the 8. 8 hit the wall. 1 kind of clipped him. Oh, that's not what you want at the end of the race, man. It's not it. Whole front end. Whole front end's gone.
Is there a green light checker?
There is.
Car track combo. I've never ran this car here.
Alright. I don't know how you're so fast, Tanner.
Well, let's take you back live now.
I think part of it might be just, I think the street stocks are kind of sensitive to air. You can get kind of away from the pack. It helps a little bit.
4 laps to go now. That may have been the close that Bray Holmes needed to try and overtake Tanner.
That was some good, hard, clean racing, Bray. I tried. I've turned left once or twice.
Yeah, some more of that humor there on the stream. That's always good. Definitely beats the.
I got, I don't know, 50 or 60.
It's always nice to have the humor versus the tension.
18H Racing is pretty good drivers, too.
So let's see if we can't make it happen here. We are 1 lap to green officially, so this hopefully this restart here will be the end of it, and will get us a clean finish, I'm hoping. If not, then of course we'll resort to the green-white checkered. Looks like we're gonna go back green just in time for that. Pace car is off. And it'll be on Tanner's mark here.
It's storming here. Am I lagging?
And it should be this time around. Here we go. Green is off and we are rolling. There's 2 laps to go. Bray Holmes is now right behind Tanner here. Tanner's got a little bit of a gap going. Staying close. 2 laps to go. Can he hold on to it? Aaron Votes now moved up to the number 7 position. I did not expect him to stay back in 11th long. He never does. If you watch the truck series, you know what I'm talking about. He's really quick to bring it up. 1 lap to go now. Can Tanner hold on to it? Bray's hot on his heels, closing that gap.
Oh, my bad there, 9. I backed out of time so I wouldn't spin yet, hopefully.
Oh, got a little bit of contact there.
Yeah, good race. Very fun car track.
I think
You win, sir.
too, because I didn't want to get the guy in front of me. Shit, sorry, no brake. Brakes were broke.
Good win there, Tanner.
Tanner takes home the victory in this one again.
Fun. Thanks for having me.
I gave you plenty of room, bro. Just door me coming to the start. That's great. Ricky, man, that was crazy, bro. What was that, dude?
And that's going to do it for the stream tonight, guys. We appreciate everybody for joining us again. We apologize for the difficulties tonight, several of them. We've got some work to do on things before next Wednesday's next recruitment race. Stay tuned for that one. Stay on the Facebook social for updates on where track location and things of that nature. We hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's evening, and be sure to catch the Truck Series race this Saturday at Phoenix as well. Be on Speed Zone TV. If you haven't already went and liked their channel and subscribed to keep up with their updates and when they go live, we will be live on Speed Zone TV this Saturday for the Truck Series. So, as always, y'all have a good evening. We thank you again for joining us. Shout out to all the drivers for joining us tonight as well. This wouldn't have been possible without you guys. And hope y'all enjoy